Hello, this is Ayesha of BEM Systems. I have served for the past 2 years as the project manager assisting New Jersey Transit's efforts to develop a transit asset management plan. The Facility Database Management System Decision Support Tool is an existing data analytics application that was developed to standardize the process of collecting, organizing, and presenting information. But the decision support tool built by BEM for New Jersey Transit goes beyond a simple reporting tool and, as will be demonstrated, allows for asset owners and senior management to make better informed business decisions regarding investments for state of good repair or SGR. To guide the development of the state of good repair decision support tool, BEM developed this workflow to define the process of how New Jersey Transit can generate the necessary work products and metrics to comply with FTA's reporting requirements. Although BEM was initially tasked with developing the methodology only for one of the asset categories, it broadly applies to the other 3 asset categories. The process involves gathering the relevant data from the agency, uploading the data into a relational database, developing a detailed sub-process for deriving the SGR metrics, developing an application to calculate the SGR scores, creating data analytics reports to support decision-making on prioritizing investments for SGR, and develop a capital funding plan. This would be reported to FTA in the Transit Asset Management Plan. Steps 1 through 7, highlighted in green, indicate the activities completed to date for facilities. The database, along with a mobile app that can remotely load facility inspection data from the field into the database, is currently referred to as the FDMS. This figure illustrates how our work on facilities would be leveraged to the other 3 asset categories and incorporates all business lines. Starting from the bottom, the existing data from each business unit would be loaded into the existing database, and a decision support tool for each category would provide reports for Transit Asset Management Plan, the National Transit Database, and also for a performance dashboard for the public and/or for internal reporting. I will now provide a demonstration of the FDMS. When a New Jersey Transit manager logs in, the first screen will be this dashboard that provides a summary of the average SGR score per New Jersey Transit business unit on the left side or per asset class as defined by FTA on the right side. The inspection data, which dates from 2000 to 2013, indicates that 90% of commuter rail stations were rated above a 3, which is the adequacy threshold established by FTA's term scale. The scale goes from 1, which is poor, to 5, excellent. The manager responsible for maintaining the SGR can track the status of ongoing facility inspections being conducted by contractors, which are completed on a rolling 3-year cycle. Next, we will look at the inspection reports in more detail. By clicking on facility name, the inspection report is accessed. The report contains such information as general facility information, facility characteristics, and the heart of the form is the facility rating section. Using New Jersey Transit's existing process, we divide a facility into as many as 6 components, which are further subdivided into over 100 subcomponents. Each subcomponent, as applicable, is scored by the inspectors. For subcomponents in need of repairs, the inspector is required to provide a cost estimate. The report also includes photographs and a summary narrative from the inspector. So if we look at the data we already have, drop down to facilities, but the database is already set up for the other asset categories too. Asset class is commuter rail. Asset is passenger or parking. Here we get a list of all the associated rail lines and their average SGR scores in parentheses. On this table below, you can filter the facilities by rail line, facility name, inspection date, and SGR rating. The SGR trend shows a red arrow pointing down, indicating that since the previous inspection report, the SGR has decreased. If the SGR had improved, it would show a green arrow pointing up. Other columns provide some additional facility attributes, year built, number of parking spaces, boardings, insured value, and ADA status that can be further used to sort the results. The last screen I'd like to share is the data analytic capabilities of the decision support tool, which allows you to see the whole data set and filter to answer relevant SGR questions. Starting from the top, you can filter through the assets that will be seen on the heat map. Asset class, asset, rail line. So let's select the main line here. We also have components and subcomponents filters. The filters to the right are for the numerical SGR scores, subcomponent ratings, weightings, and boardings. The heat map, which is an informative visualization of the SGR of the asset, now shows the 15 mainline stations, from lowest rated in red to the highest rated in green. The subcomponent table at the bottom shows how the subcomponents rated for each facility on the main line, their weightings, and if available, cost to repair the subcomponent. This summary table provides the ability to sort facilities by their SGR scores and boardings, and also the projected SGR score once the repairs recommended are completed. If we selected a particular subcomponent, for example retaining walls, we would see that 5 of the stations on the main line have failing retaining walls, and so the agency may decide to do a single procurement to fix them all and get some benefit of scale. By adjusting the filters at the top, we can view total repair costs among all facilities across the entire system, or by line, or by level of ridership, which can be used to prioritize investments. The benefits of the decision support tool expansion to all New Jersey Transit assets, besides addressing FTA reporting requirements in a consistent manner, is that it will provide credibility and defensibility of spending decisions. It will be easy to adjust the application and tailor the reporting for each audience as appropriate. It will improve coordination and sharing of resources within the agency and would help break down the silos. And it can be monetized by providing accurate and timely data for competitive federal grants and in asking for increases in allocation of the transportation trust funds. Fundamentally, the decision support tool will serve as a best management practice for determining where and when to invest in maintaining New Jersey Transit's assets in an optimal state of good repair under the existing funding constraints.